All right, sorry about that. Okay. Back to screen share. Okay, promise that'll be the last distraction. Okay, here we go again. Can you guys all see this? Hopefully. All right, so I want to just welcome, we had 158 new coaches that joined Team Rural Republic this week, and so I want to welcome you guys all here. You see your name. You are part of a big family of individuals. If you guys are not tied into new coach training, I know that I had one that started today, so you guys are more than welcome to jump in and join in on us. I'll go through all these names. I just wanted to know you guys are on here, and we do recognize you, and we want to welcome you guys into our big, beautiful family. And then Legacy United had 50-some coaches, I believe. And so here's the beautiful Legacy United coaches that were just welcome to the team this week as well. So welcome, you guys. Excited you guys are here. We have our team calls every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can find us here to learn different tips, tricks, how you guys can run your business. Top recruiters for this week are Jessica Carey with 4 new coaches, Rachel Harvey with 4 new coaches, and Tyler Kitzman with 3 new coaches. Congratulations, guys. All right, some important dates to remember for the end of the month. On July 27th, so next Monday, we are having a live power hour. We are going to be teaching you guys a little bit of how you invite to the 21-day fix and the 21-day fix informational call that we will be having on the next evening. And I'll talk to you guys about that in a second. And so half of our call is going to be on inviting to challenge groups and building relationships, and the other half of the call is going to be on inviting to the coaching opportunity. On June 28th, so I said we were limiting our calls to 1 call a week so that you guys don't have to worry about so many calls. But one thing that we thought was really awesome, and the fact that the 21-day fix and the 21-day fix extreme are on sale this month, is to host a live webinar for people. So to really explain what the 21-day fix is, what the 21-day fix extreme is, explain what the differences are in between the 2 programmings, also share some results from the programs as well. So if you're a newer coach or you guys have people that are giving objections, I encourage you to invite them to the live webinar. We'll be giving away some prizes for those people that sign up with challenge packs that evening. So that'll be next Tuesday night. Starting on June 28th to the 30th, we will have a 3-day sneak peek available for our teams that you guys can invite to. I just finished one up that went pretty well, and we run these groups every other week. On June 5th, we will have a 30-day, after the 4th 30-day challenge group. If you're not running your own challenge groups and you need a challenge group to invite to, it will not be starting on Monday the 4th, but we'll actually have it starting on the 5th instead because of Independence Day. And then also the next new set of coach trainings will also start on the 5th. We'll have a new coach training program starting on the 5th. We'll have a 3 vital behaviors group starting on the 5th, and then also a push to diamond group starting on the 5th. It's going to be a kind of intense group. I've got a lot of coaches that are trying to get to diamond so they can make it to our leadership retreat. Don't start working on that. You guys start working on that now if that is your goal, and then be ready to go heavy in July. All right, I'm just going to talk a little bit about this. So this is just for my team, Val, so that she has information posted in her team page for her leadership retreat. So you guys are going to want to check that out and talk to Val. But for our Destin retreat, it is for diamond coaches and above. It is a Wednesday, September 14th, and then it ends on the 19th. We actually have to be out of there by 9 a.m. Just so you guys know, when you guys are arranging flights, that we have to be out of there early. So I'm sure Sunday night we'll probably just be hanging around if some of you guys need to leave on Sunday night. But we have a lot of awesome things planned for you guys. We have 2 corporate representatives coming out to provide training for you. Kim Carver, who is part of developmental education for the company, as well as Jeremy Red, who works with all of the 15-star diamonds and top 10 coaches. He is my business mentor. He will be coming out as well, giving you guys training. As far as qualifications go, All right, so you have to be a diamond coach paid by July 31st to attend this event. If you are a previous diamond in 2015, then star diamond in 2016. Success Club 5 or higher, 4 out of the 5 months between April and August. I know that we had it at Success Club 5 or higher for every month, but there was, May was kind of not a good month for everybody, and I really want as many people there as possible. So give yourselves 1 month leeway of not hitting Success Club. You guys all know Success Club is the benchmark of building your business. If you're doing the 3 vital behaviors each and every day like you guys have been taught, you guys should easily be hitting Success Club. Keep this business super simple and just do the 3 vital behaviors. I can't stress that enough. I have coaches tell me all the time that, they weren't inviting or they weren't doing their personal development for 2 or 3 months into the business. So use your business activity tracker you guys have been provided and just do the 3 vital behaviors, okay? If you're a new coach that's just joining us, we want you guys there on the trip. So hit Success Club within your first 30 days of becoming a coach, and then just make it your goal to build your business and hit Success Club from there on out. The house sleeps 41 people. It has a house. It's right here. It's on the beach, actually. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but right in front of this gate is the ocean. It also has like a bunkhouse. It's an amazing, amazing house. The dream team, so Melanie Mitro's team as well as Val Bazzo's team. And let's see, who else is going to be there? There's basically all of the elite coaches in the dream team. All are going to have houses. So we're going to provide a day of training. We're going to do some photo shoots together. I'm going to get a makeup artist. We've got some awesome themed events planned for nighttime. We've got some great bonfires planned as well. And just a ton of fun for those of you that have been on these retreats before. They make or break your business. So this is definitely one of those things that you guys want to get to. This is open to all Royal Republic coaches in my downline. I don't care if you're my personally sponsored or not. If you are showing up and you're running your business, then I want you there. Oh, what happened to my slide? Whoa. Craziness. Hold on, guys. We're going back. Okay, so in this world, you're either growing or you're dying. So get in motion and grow. 3 things that we always talk about, the 3 vital behaviors, you guys. Invite, right? Be proof the products work and grow yourself. Those are the 3 things that we have to be doing daily. When inviting, I really want you guys to think about that as connections that you're making with other people. And I've done and built my entire business on social media. I'm going to show you guys a little bit about today and how posting works and why it's so important. But adding new people into your network, starting new conversations daily, having new experiences and new beginnings, okay? Being proof that the products work. Follow a program from start to finish. We are asking your challengers basically to do the same thing. And as coaches, we need to lead by example by following the programs from start to finish. Now, you're not a robot. You're an individual. So I want you to think about how you can share that, right? But I can tell you that every coach that's ever been in a test group, their business has grown tremendously. And the only reason why their business has really grown is because of the fact that they are actually proof of the products and they follow the product from start to finish. Okay, so you want to have new levels of strength, new results, new areas of improvement with your life, and new testimonies that you can bring to your social media network, okay? Grow yourself. This is what we're doing through personal development. Have new breakthroughs, new doors unlocked, new mindset, and develop new skills and strategies. So getting on this call tonight, you guys are growing yourself. You guys are learning more about social media. You guys are taking the time to invest within your business. So when we talk about grow yourself, you could get involved in a like page training, right? You guys could get involved in personal development to just strengthen your mind. Maybe it's leadership that you guys want to work on. Maybe it's learning more about social media. There's really great books about that. But you got to grow yourself, and then you also have to grow the skills necessary to run your business, okay? When you guys do those things, motion creates content, okay? And that's what it's all about. We are content producers, and that is what the call is going to be about tonight. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. What are your short-term goals? I want you to think about your short-term goals. What rank do you want to get to next? Maybe it's to run efficient challenge groups. Maybe it's to hit Success Club in your business or to enroll new coaches. Maybe it's to improve your onboarding system or to create new systems for your team. Maybe it's your own personal growth or your own transformation. I want you guys to take this business one step at a time, okay? One step at a time. What are you going to do? What's the next new thing that you're going to try to accomplish within your business? And then celebrate yourself along each way. I know oftentimes you can look at other top coaches. You might look at coaches that started right when you did, and you might think that you are not as far ahead as they are. And so then that lets you think that you're a failure. You're not a failure, you guys. This business is all about running your own race, okay? But I also want you to think about this. You can run your own race, but you also, whatever goal you set for yourself, that's your goal. Okay, that's what you need to shoot for. That's what you need to keep on trying to accomplish. Don't minimize your goal, because don't minimize the goal that you guys set for yourself. Just keep moving towards it. Okay, I see coaches that try to go to Diamond, for example, and all of a sudden they don't hit it and they back off their entire business. Okay, you guys have heard that quote or that phrase, right? Just because you have one flat tire, it makes no good for you to slash all four. It's the same exact thing within your business. So I want you to think about what your short-term goal is. And with that, that's kind of how your posting schedule goes, okay? So I want you guys questions to ask yourselves. What are you struggling with? What inspired you today? How have you grown since yesterday? What is your biggest excuse? What is my plan to conquer it? What does success look like for me? How did the old me think? What am I hopeful about? What was my light bulb moment? And how did I win the day? Now, I ask you guys this because these are things you guys can use in your posts. You can use them to inspire other people. You can use them to think about who the person that you were before Beachbody and who the person that you are now. So I did a post today reflecting back on, counting calories in my life and looking at food as the enemy, because I used to struggle with anorexia and bulimia, and I know a lot of my following has eating disorders or has body dysmorphia. So every time that I'm posting, I'm thinking about the person that I was before today, right? I'm thinking about the mom that wants to stay home with their kids. I'm thinking about the person that's strapped in their bills. I'm thinking about somebody out there that's caring and compassionate and wants to have another way to be able to pay that forward. And every time I'm posting, I'm thinking about the person that I was today. So you guys want to screenshot this, think about this, because this is just some things that you guys can use in your posts. Okay, as far as posting goes, I'm going to just quick share this. So I asked you guys to think about what your goals are, right? And so every time that I'm posting, I'm not posting always the same thing. Very rarely will you ever see me posting about coaching and a challenge group all at the same time. So I want to just quick show you guys a little guideline of how I set up my month and what it is that I do to post, okay? So I took it from this week. As you guys can see, on the 22nd, I am going to start posting for my 3-day coaching event, because I have a coaching event that's going to start on the 28th. So you will see in my posts, I'm going to talk about coaching. I'm going to talk about how the freedom that I have. I'm going to talk about being home with my kids. I might screenshot this picture of this webinar that we're doing right now and talk about the community that we have. I might talk about the accountability that's coaching has given me to my own goals. You don't have to be a top coach to talk about what coaching has done for your life. It has done something for all of you, and so it's really helpful to write down what has coaching done for you. Maybe it's made you a more positive person. Maybe it's given you a community. Maybe it's given you that ability to be able to dream again. Maybe it's given you a little bit of extra spending money to go on trips with your family or to be able to pay for your grocery bills, maybe to pay off your car payment. These are all things you guys can talk about within your posts, okay? So you will see I will do a lot of jabs, which basically these are just no posts that are call to action. I will do a lot of jabs within these days, and then I'll probably have 2 right hook posts here, one that might go up on Friday and then one that might go up on Sunday or Monday, and then the open house starts, okay? After my open house starts, I'm going to start promoting for my challenge group. So when we go back and we look at our goals, I've already hit Success Club by this point of the month. So typically I try to get all of my Success Club points early on in the month with my challengers, and then I flip it to sponsoring new coaches so that I always have new coaches coming into the business, and I always have challengers coming into the business as well. So after my open house starts, I will flip it, and you guys will see me start promoting more for my challenge group. I like to do promotion for challenge groups on my personal page, and I also like to do them by running events. So you guys probably saw I shared in my team page how to run an event this week, and it's very easy to be able to do that. So I like to do that, and I will start that promotion on the 29th. Okay, so as you guys can see here, I'm still promoting for my Fit After the 4th group. It's going to start on the 5th, okay? And then you guys can start promoting for a free group. Now, I don't always run free groups, but for those of you that do run free groups, I just wanted to show you a little bit about how you could do this. So after the 4th, you guys could run a free group. You know, you could run like summer salad ideas. You could run, you know, maybe different like low calorie drink ideas. You could really run a group, anything, an abs and buns challenge, whatever you want to do. But I like to promote that for at least a couple of days before I open up the group. So I'd start doing that after my challenge group's already started. And the reason why I do that is because if people don't have the money to be able to join my Fit for the 4th group, at least now you can offer them a free group that offer them a free group that you guys are running. Why is it doing this? So that they can at least get an idea of the value that you offer. And then also it's a really great way to be able to expand your network. So if you're working on a like page or you're working on Instagram, running free groups is a great way to add in more contacts, more people that you can share what it is that you're doing, okay? Then as you guys can see, starting on Friday, I will start again with my coaching posts and my coaching ads for the coach sneak peek that starts on the 12th. Once that's done, you guys will see I will go back to running my summer survival guide, which is my 30-day challenge group that will start on the 13th, and I will promote that till the 18th. So the point of this is that I'm always switching back and forth. In between it is what I'm doing so that my audience is not confused about what kind of groups it is that I'm running, and that there's a clear cut, they know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. So you will see, I will go from the days that I'm talking about my challenge groups, I will share more recipes, I will share more fitness tips, I will talk a lot more about the accountability of my challenge groups. I might share some 21-day fixed recipes. These are all things that I share, so it gives a little bit of insight about what a challenge group is. Then when I'm talking about my sneak peek, I talk a lot more about coaching on my timeline and what coaching has done for me. So I like to alternate between the two. You guys can set up your month however you want to set up your month, but this is how I have my month set up for the month of July. Then for Summit, since Summit starts on the 27th, I'm actually going to be postponing the sneak peek, and I'm going to do a live Summit sneak peek starting on the 27th. To be able to kind of give everybody a backstage pass of what it looks like to be a top coach. I'm going to have people following me along on Snapchat for that too. So it's the reason why this is pushed back a little bit more is because I want them to be able to see kind of the fun at Summit and what we're going to be doing there and doing as a team. So I will be doing live from different areas while I'm at Summit and broadcast live into the group for that. Again, any kind of group that I run, you guys are more than welcome to join into my groups. I'm not really crazy. I don't really care if anybody joins in. The more the merrier, especially if you guys are just getting started. If you guys like to do your own thing, this just kind of gives you guys an idea of what it is that I'm doing. Now, some coaches like to start with a free group in the beginning of the week, of the beginning of the month, and then go into a challenge group and then do their coach stuff. It's totally up to you, but I definitely suggest that you are inviting for both at all times so that, you know, half of your month or whatever, however you strategize, but that so that you are inviting to challenge groups and then you are inviting to your coach sneak peeks, okay? All right. I would like you to take out a sheet of paper and think about a few questions, all right? Who are you, okay? What are 3 topics that you are most passionate about? These are the things you naturally want to post about. They are the things you love to research or spend your time doing. Mine are motivation, travel, and fashion. I'm pretty much a personal development junkie, so I love to post about personal development. I love to travel, and I love fashion. So these are the things that I like to talk about anyways. These are the things you guys are going to see on my timeline, okay? What do you want people to know about you? So remember, you guys are adding in new people from all our different areas, whether you're finding people in groups to add in, whether you guys are getting people because of the free groups that you guys are running, whether you're building relationships with people on Instagram, or connecting with people that have liked your like page, or adding in friends of friends. You have to know that if you're doing that and you're adding in 5 people every day, people are going to have to know who you are. So your post should reflect who you are as an individual. It can't just be all Beachbody, because then they're not going to know like who you really are. And so I want people to know that I'm a woman of faith, I'm a mom, I'm a spiritual entrepreneur, and I'm an overcomer. Okay? What do people ask me for advice on? Fitness, nutrition, fashion, and beauty tips. Okay? So when you guys look at my page, you're going to see I talk about faith, I talk about family, I talk about fashion, I talk about fitness, I talk about freedom, and I talk about travel. Those are the things that I talk about all the time on my page, and I make sure that I'm hitting each one of those areas on a pretty consistent basis. If I notice that I'm going, one way or the other, or my posts, like say I haven't done anything talk about fashion for a while, I'll make sure that I have some posts in there because that's who I am, and I want people to know who I am. So think for a second, who are you? What do you like to post about? What do you like to do? What do you like to travel? Because your vibes are going to attract your tribe. This is how you're going to have a team of people that has similar qualities like yourself, and they're going to be very fun to work with. But you have to post and you have to share who you are. So this is kind of an idea of the pictures that I like to post. I like to scroll, so I got a lot of these, well, besides some of these are my pictures, but I get a lot of ideas by scrolling on Tumblr. It's Tumblr. It's another social media site. It's kind of like Facebook, but it's just all pictures, and it has more of a blog type platform. But you can type in what you enjoy and like what is your inspiration. And this is just a board that I had made on Tumblr, describing basically who I am. Like I love fresh flowers. I have fresh flowers. I love bikinis because I love the beach. Also shared too about this is just like some fresh water ideas. I love Sex in the City, so this is a picture there. And you don't have to be super creative, you guys. You guys can use other people's ideas to create your own pictures. Okay, so if you see something that you like, that you see somebody else posted, just recreate it. That's what all the top coaches are doing. We're not like that we're super smart, creative individuals. We just find pictures that we like and we make boards and then we recreate the pictures, okay? Another place where you guys can find ideas is on Pinterest. So I have secret boards that I use as inspiration on Pinterest. As you guys can see, here are some photos and different poses that I like. Here's some ideas that I can use for my challenge groups, pins that I like to model. Here's ideas for free groups, blog content, and clean recipes. I just find stuff that I like, and I've created secret boards for all of this information so that I can use it, whether I use it in my challenge groups or I use it to recreate for photos, poses, pictures, props, whatever things that I like. I just use it to recreate it, okay? Use it to gather clean recipes for your free groups or for the recipe of the week. You don't have to be like coming up with like all this content by yourself, okay? You don't need to be the author or the inventor to be inspired and to curate content to share. Understand that. Now, I would say like if I use somebody's recipe and their picture on my blog, for example, obviously I'm going to credit the author. But it's much easier if I just recreate it myself and recreate my own pictures. Now I am the original, now it can be my content. Okay, so you guys kind of see the difference. Don't ever just take somebody's stuff and use it as your picture because that is copyright infringement. But you can use it to spark creativity. Okay. Okay. Another place where you guys can find idea, BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed is a great website to find ideas. Reference, don't share the link. So you guys could share, like BuzzFeed has all these great stories. It says you can share to Facebook. I don't do that. I like to look and see what they have to use, okay? Give your opinion, poll your audience about different things, and then use some of their content for free groups. And then look at their one-liners. Save their one-liners for photo captions, short and sweet posts, or wording on photos, okay? So, you know, ideas you guys could use in your slow cooker, or organizing ideas that you'll want to try. If you're somebody that's really into organizing, this is a great way that you don't have to come up with your own content. And BuzzFeed always has the latest information about what's going on. So search, look for BuzzFeed and pull out some of their information that you guys can use just to be able to share on your own social media sites. Just recreate the information and be inspired by what other people are doing. Okay, now Google Drive. I love to use Google Drive to be able to share different things that I found. So if I find something that I'm searching, say I'm searching on Google for information and I find a quote that I like, or there's a great story, or I have a great testimony from a coach or from one of my challengers. I also have one for transformations. I share them, I save them all in my Google Drive. If there's another, say I see a coaching post that I really like that another coach did, I will save it and I will put it in my Google Drive so that when I'm not inspired and I really don't feel very creative, I can go to my content vault and I can look through my information that I have here stored and come up with content, okay? Just remember, don't copy and paste what other people are doing. Just use it as inspiration for different ideas. And I use Pinterest a lot for this. I Google things a lot. And then if I'm looking on Instagram, or if I catch something that another coach has done that I think looks amazing, I just save what it is that they've done, and I come to my my Google Drive to be able to get inspired for my own posts. Weekly posting structure. Okay. I know oftentimes, you know, people want to have like different things for the day that they can post. Now, I like to do this because I like to be able to look back at what it is that I posted. But then also I like to be able to hashtag stuff like this for use on Instagram. So, you know, relive the month, transformation Tuesday, throwback Thursday, feature Friday, what I'm doing now, Flashback Friday, Moment in Time Monday. You know, for Mondays like today, you could have like Never Miss a Monday that you're hashtagging, Thirsty Thursdays that you're hashtagging. You guys all know that people are hashtagging these things all the time, and if it falls within your niche, then try to get used to hashtagging your photos. Facebook has a hashtag feature now as well that's searchable, as well as Instagram. So if you don't really know what to post, think about a hashtag. Think about something you could post for Monday, for Tuesday, for Wednesday, for Thursday, for Friday. I can share with you guys some more ideas on this as well. So you guys have some more ideas. But, you know, you always want to be posting 3 to 5 times a day. And the reason is because it's basically, this is your reality TV show, you guys. You want to show up. You want to make sure that you are in, you know, your audience's eyes at all times. People are going to come and follow your life and follow your story and want to know what's going on. So you want to be that professional storyteller. I know oftentimes when you first start posting as a coach, you know, maybe you were like me. I was basically a creeper on Facebook. Nobody ever saw me post. So it took a little bit of time for me to kind of get into this 3 to 5 posting schedule. But once I understood why, right, and I'm using attraction media, so if you're somebody that doesn't like to invite, which you all should be, but if you're somebody that doesn't and you want to bring more people to you, then social media is your best friend, and you've got to get really good at your content, and you've got to get really good at sharing your story. Bo Eason is somebody who is amazing. He's an amazing storyteller. He was a professional football player. You guys can look him up on the internet. He's got a lot of great content out there about sharing your story. And it's not just about sharing your highlight reel, you know. You got to share the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. People have to understand where you were and where you are now, projecting your vision going forward. And just remember, like, You know, it could just be you're going to Target with your kids, or you're home with your kids, or maybe you're on a vacation. You know, whatever it is that you guys are doing throughout your day, make sure that you're sharing it with your audience. And that's where your 3 to 5 posts should be coming in. Again, focusing on those 5 things that represent who you are. So Beachbody should really only be about 20% of your posts, okay? If you're not still sure about what to post, you guys can go on to a photo a day challenge, look this up in Pinterest, and it'll give you a ton of ideas on what you guys can post daily. So that's something else that you guys can do to be able to come up with content. You know, you could type in summertime, you could type in June, whatever you want to type in, but they have a ton of challenges available for you guys on Pinterest that will give you ideas of what to post as well. All right, and last, before I wrap this up, be the person that you needed every single day, okay? Oftentimes, I think that it's really helpful if you post about who you were before Beachbody, okay? So that your story is going to talk to that person that you were. Like I said to you guys today, you know, I like to talk to that mom that wanted to stay home with her kid, right? I know what that feels like to miss out on events. I know what that feels like to work evenings and work weekends and work holidays. I know what it feels like to struggle and do the yo-yo dieting. That was me. That might not have been you. Maybe you're somebody that needed to lose 20 pounds or 30 pounds, or maybe you're somebody that, like I said, struggled with anorexia or bulimia before, and maybe you're somebody that never worked out. That is who you guys want to be talking to. So, for example, you know, before Beachbody, I never completed a fitness program before. I never did personal development before, and share, you know, and kind of capture that vision with your audience of who you were before Beachbody and now who you are now. Okay. You know, maybe you're somebody that really struggled with bills and debt. Maybe you're somebody that never traveled. I have a coach, Julia, that literally never traveled before Beachbody, and now she's a coach and she travels all the time. And so, you know, she could easily talk about her life before Beachbody and how she had never traveled before, and now she's traveling all the time. And, you know, she had that wanderlust spirit in her, but she didn't have the income or the availabilities to be able to travel, and now she can. So think about who you were before Beachbody and the person that you needed every single day. When you guys are in your posts, a lot of times people aren't going to be able to catch the vision of where you're at now. So when in doubt, always be speaking to that person about who you guys were beforehand, if that kind of makes sense. And I'm going to stop this share and open this up for questions first. Let's see. Okay. All right. What can y'all do with a free group? What are the best free groups to run? Again, you guys can get ideas for free groups on Pinterest, but I've done, a ton of different ones. You guys can do like crackpot groups. You can do like a 7-day clean eating group. I have scripts for that. You guys could do like a summer salad group. You guys could do like low carb or low calorie drinks. You could do like a buns and guns challenge. There's tons of different things that you guys can do. I've always been inspired by looking on Pinterest for ideas. So that's kind of where I've always just kind of gone when I type in different challenges. You guys can look there for ideas, but also just kind of think about what the season is and what people need help with. You could do like 5 or like a 7-day like vacation, like survival, right? Like different snacks and stuff that people could bring with them on vacation, or how you stay on track with your vacation. There's a lot of different things like clean grill recipes. Oh, I just see clean grill recipes here. Go JC. But anything that you can think about, you can do free groups for anything. I just try to add a lot of value. And again, I just search Pinterest for ideas, or I just Google ideas, and then I put together my group, and that's the kind of stuff that I share in there. About Eason, EASON, that is who is awesome about helping you guys craft your story. So if you don't know what your story is yet with Beachbody, get good at crafting your story. And then also, like, just think of yourself as a professional storyteller. Like, you're the actress. How amazing is that? Like when you're posting, I know people are, if you think of yourself like you're the actress, you guys will see people are going to start coming to your timeline just to see what is going on within your life. How many of you guys, raise your hand, watch reality TV? Okay, me too. Like I'm addicted to The Bachelor. I hate to admit it, but I love it. But I go on there because it's like, I want to see like what happens next. I want to see like what's going on. People love that stuff. And so that's what I want you guys to think about. Like you are the reality TV character. You're the movie star, right? So share your life on social media. You might think that it's dull, but your audience is going to love it. You know, what's going on? Where are you traveling to? What is it that you're doing? What are you doing with your family? Are you going on date night? What are you wearing? You know, if you're somebody that's into fashion, take a picture, what you're wearing. You know, let people know in your life, because reality is that there's 400,000 Beachbody coaches, okay? You're all selling the same product. People are going to come to you because they're attracted to you, because they relate to you. So if you're not sharing your story, right, if you're not sharing your life, if they don't have any like meat to be able to grab into, oftentimes they're going to go with somebody else that they can relate to. And I can tell you that, you know, people message me all the time and they're like, oh, I'm interviewing, you know, the top 10 coaches and I want to see what you have to offer me, you know, and I always tell them, like, you could sign up with any, you know, the top 100 coaches, the top 500 coaches, and there's not going to be any different. I'm like, what the difference is who do you relate to? Whose personality do you relate to, right? What kind of vibe are you looking for? Because everybody is different. And that's the only thing that really is different between the top 10 coaches, is that we're just all different people, right? And you always know that you're going to wish everybody well, right? But reality is that people are going to either join you or join the other person because of being related to you. That's it. So I don't ever get mad when people don't join my team and join somebody else's team, because it's just they didn't relate to me and they didn't relate to my story. And that's okay. They're not meant to be on my tribe. So think about that, you guys, that what you're posting, you want to always be sharing who you are as an individual more than anything else. You know, if you're into crafts, maybe you like to collect purses, maybe you like to fish, maybe you like to boat, maybe you like to scuba dive, maybe you like to ski, maybe you're a soccer mom, whatever it is, think about who your niche is and make sure you're talking to those people. So you'll see a lot of coaches are moms, right? So you'll see a lot of people talking about like funny mom stuff, about going to Target by themselves, or, you know, raising like toddlers. Maybe you're a mom and your kids are grown and they're older, you know, so you're paranoid about them driving, or they're going off to college or high school by themselves. You know, like all those things that you and talk about, that is who you're going to relate to. And then join groups of those kind of people. Maybe you live a gluten-free, dairy-free lifestyle that I do. So I've joined a lot of groups that are dairy-free and gluten-free. 1, I want recipes. 2, it's a lifestyle that is a little bit different. It comes with a lot of obstacles. So I like to be able to talk to people with that. When I was doing bikini competitions, I joined groups to connect with other bikini competitors. Let's see, you guys can join. There's tons of moms groups out there. There's crafting groups out there. Maybe you're a gardener. Like I've joined groups for Ohio, Pennsylvania gardening because I garden. So, I mean, just think about who you are as an individual. Get tied in, join different groups on Facebook so you can meet people that are just like you. And then just be sure that you're talking about all those different things on social media. So it doesn't have to be, and it should not be all Beachbody. If you think about it, your fitness is 30 minutes out of your day. So that's all you're posting is all about your fitness and your Shakeology, and nobody's going to know who you are as an individual. And you guys all have an incredible, incredible story, right? So make sure you guys are sharing that story. You guys are all overcomers. You guys have all had some wonderful thing or something you've overcome within your life that's made you guys stronger. So make sure you guys are sharing that over and over and over again on social media. And just understand that you can't overshare your story, because if I'm adding in at least 5 people a day, right? I'm friend requesting 5 people a day or adding them in from my like page or Instagram. That is 35 new people a day or a week to my pages, to my personal page. Okay. So that is, we'll just say, an estimate of 150 to 200 people that I'm adding in monthly to my personal page. So they don't know what my story is. They have no idea, you know, that I was a registered nurse before Beachbody or that I have 3 kids. So you might think that you're telling your story too much, but you're never, if you're adding in people like you should be and you're connecting with new people, then you can never really overshare your story because people have to know like who you guys are. So just kind of remember that too. Always, always, always be sharing your story, who you guys were before Beachbody, who you guys are now. Even if you guys just got started, you guys have a story you guys can be able to share. How often do I post with selfies? Okay, so that's a good question. You are the face of your business. Okay, so you're your brand. So we just kind of talked about branding a little bit here, and you know those 5 things that you guys want to be posting about. So you would much rather see you guys sharing pictures of yourself than anything else. And the reason why I say that is because people are going to be attracted to you as an individual. People need to see your face. So I will always, everything, unless it's just a text post or some funny meme, you will see me in the picture. It'll always be me taking a selfie. Yes, I had to get used to taking selfies. I was not good at taking selfies before, but I had to get good on it because you're the actress, right? So imagine, let's say, I don't even watch TV. So you guys give me like a good movie that just came out. All right. So like Little Nemo, right? Dory. My kids want to go see Dory. So I can imagine that you guys are advertising for Dory. What's the name of it? Return to Dory. Where's Dory? Finding Dory. And like Dory wasn't in any of the commercials, right? It's just like Finding Dory, but there's no picture of Dory. You don't even know what Dory looks like. That's the same thing with your business. Every time that you're posting, it's some kind of commercial. So if people don't see you and you're the face of your audience, of your business, right? You're your brand. If they're not seeing you, it's just like posting, where is Dory or Finding Dory, and there's no Dory in the picture ever. It's just you keep finding Dory and you're talking about stuff about Dory and people are like, well, who's Dory? It's the same kind of thing. So you want to make sure that you're in the picture as much as possible. And I just like to use, I have an iPhone, I just like to use the camera timer to take my pictures. Or there's Burst, B-U-R-S-T mobile app, which is really great too. So you guys can take burst photos. When you guys do that, you just save the one that you guys like the best and then edit it. And that's it. I just like to edit all my stuff. I like to quick little fun on. Does anybody need any suggestions with any kind of apps? Do you guys all use some great apps on your phone? Does anybody need any suggestions with apps? Want me to share with you guys my faves? Yeah? Okay. So obviously I have Google Drive. I just told you guys about already. So I have Google Drive on there. Pinterest, obviously, I use that too. All right, so as far as editing photos go, give me a second here. Okay, so my favorite photo to change colors on a picture. So say I want to like really like brighten something up or darken it. I like Pick, Tap, Go. P-I-C-T-A-P-G-O. I like it because you can make different recipes with it, and then you guys can save the recipes. So if you're looking for kind of a branded look so that all your pictures kind of look the same and have the same kind of uniform color to them, Pick, Tap, Go is a really great one. It's one of my favorites to use for that, and I pretty much use that for everything on my pictures as far as changing like the color and having like the same tone for all of my pictures. I also like Rhonna, R-H-O-N-N-A. That's another one of my absolute favorites. It's got a really great gold design that you guys can use. I use that for pretty much everything else that I do. Word Swag is great for just simple, short quotes that you would want to make. And remember that when you guys see like an awesome like motivational quote that you guys want to make, remember, like get you in front of it and then put the motivational quote over it instead. So instead of just sharing like a picture with a motivational quote on it, if you can get yourself in it, maybe doing like a handstand or, you know, something like fitness related, or maybe just a picture of you. If you can do that and then have your beautiful motivational quote that you like, put it over yourself with one of these apps instead of just sharing the picture that you guys find on Pinterest. And Word Swag is amazing for that, okay? let's see, what else do I like on here? I also, let's see, I love, where's my video one? I love pick, play, post. So PICPLAYPOST. That is actually great for video. So you can do like side-by-side video on it. You can do like one still picture and one that's video, but you can also do it with just pictures. So if you guys ever see any of my pictures, in fact, I just did one tonight if you guys want to go look at my timeline. But if you ever see like the reflection pictures, so it's like a picture of me over here and a picture of me over here, and it kind of looks like they're like back to back, like a mirrored image. You guys can do that with the Pick, Play, Post app. So you can use it for pictures and you can also use it for a video. So I really like that one. I use iMovie to make a lot of my videos that I make. I don't use the computer for iMovie. I just use it on my phone. It's much easier to be able to use it that way. And let me see if I got anything else that's good here for you guys. Oh, VSCO is another really, really great app as far as being able to edit photos. I love that app too. And the last one I'll tell you guys about is Enlight, ENLIGHT. So the reason why, like, I basically edit every single photo that I do before I put it up. And the reason is this: it's a noisy social media world, okay? So you want your pictures to pop so people stop to read what it is that you guys are saying, right? So the brighter colors you guys have on your pictures, the more clear your picture is, the more likely people are gonna stop and read what it is that you guys have to say. If you're just taking like a blurry picture of yourself and it's dark, most likely you could have the best post. You could have just shared like your whole heart and soul. But if they don't stop to actually read it, then it's a loss, right? So just think about, take a little bit of time to kind of edit your pictures. I do literally everything on my phone. On the computer, I used to use PicMonkey. I use PicMonkey to make slides like for the presentation tonight. But otherwise, I pretty much do everything right on my phone by using those apps. So just take time to kind of edit your pictures out, make yourself really clear. There's a great tool. Let me just quick tell you about this other one. InstaBeauty, let me just quick tell you about that. That's a really great one too. So if you kind of want to, like, say you get up in the morning and you're like, oh my gosh, I look horrible, and I got like bags under my eyes and I got like a big pimple right here, and I just don't feel like getting on the computer and looking like this, because remember, you're the face of your business. InstaBeauty is great too if you guys want to take a look at that as well. I like InstaBeauty too. So that's another one that I like to use as well. So hopefully that helps you guys with giving you guys some ideas to have social media content. Just realize, like, no Beachbody coach, I shouldn't say no, but maybe like a very small handful are actually really, really creative. We all just basically scroll other sites to get information and to get different people's creativity going. And so you can say you see an awesome picture of like two Nikes back to back, like sitting on a piece of like fur rug. You guys can use that. And I also picked up like little props too. Let me see if I can get my bag. Hold on. Let's see if I can show you guys this. Hold on a second. Okay, so you guys might think I'm crazy, but I have like a little rug. Pick this sucker up at Home Goods, $12. It's a little fur rug, but I can put like things against it and it makes it like pop. Okay, so I can do that. If you guys like to take food pictures, you guys can go to like Goodwill and just pick up like white, like one white plate, like a great square, one white square plate, one white cup, one white, like a mason jar for your Shakeology. That's something else great you guys can do too. I always just try to, like, I go to Goodwill and I just get like one thing that's going to be great for my pictures. Great mugs. Like, I like to use a lot of different mugs in my pictures as well. I have like all this stuff here. Let's see what else I have in my bag. What other goods can I show you guys? Oh, maybe it's in here. Because I'm in my office, like, pulling crap out everywhere. My husband can be like, what are you doing, Alyssa? Oh, okay, so I picked up these. Hold on. Just to show you. I just got these, so these are. So I picked up like this, like cute little glass, $3.99 at Marshall's. But it says wear great shoes. So like when I'm drinking out of my Shakeology, like it's cute, right? It's a little bit more eye-catching than just like an ugly cup. So, I mean, look for stuff like this, little things that you guys can use like within your pictures. I have little frames and stuff, but I would say if you're just getting started as a coach, you know, make sure that you have like a white background to be able to take your pictures on, or something that's gray. And then if you guys are taking pictures of food, make sure your pictures are in well-lit areas. So I try to take pictures of food outside if possible, in bright lit areas. And then I just have like certain plates that I will use that I just picked up at Goodwill. That are white plates. So either white square plates or white cups or white circles, like a white just circle plate that I can use, just so that it's very uniform and that it looks really professional. Okay? Does that help you guys? Instagram does a lot of advanced photo color. Yeah, it does. And this took time, you guys. Like this, for me, I've been in the business for 3.5 years. So it took, obviously, if you guys ever scrolled back at my beginning pictures, they were absolutely horrible. It took me a lot of time to learn how to do this, and practice makes perfect. So your pictures aren't going to be perfect. Don't let that stop you from running your business, okay? Better is done. Done is better than perfect in this business. And the more times that you guys do things, the more practice you're going to have. It's the same thing with inviting, same thing that goes with posting. You're going to get into your niche. You're going to find what your audience likes to see. So if you guys notice that your audience, you get a lot of likes on something, pay attention to that, of what you're getting a lot of your likes on, and post more of those things, okay? So I'm going to stop the recording. If you guys don't have any questions,